This is Johnny Smith, the Mayhaw Man with J&D Mayhaws. I wanted to talk with you today about grafting, grafted trees or native seedlings. What's the difference? We get a lot of questions about native seedlings or graftings. This is all the same species. What you're getting with a native tree is a tree grown from seed. It takes about, on average, about 7 years for it to produce fruit. After 7 years it produces fruit, you find out that it's a junky tree. It's dropping fruit when it's yellow or pink, and it blooms too early, it's disease prone. With a grafted tree, you're using the same species, but you're taking a cutting from a proven super tree and putting it on that seedling. You're just reproducing that one tree. You can reproduce 1,000 just alike, or 10,000. If it's a Maxine or a Red Champ, and you want that, then you can graft it onto a native seedling, which we call a chance mayhaw, because there's like one chance in 1,000 there's going to be a tree like Maxine or Red Champ. So why not, if you were going to start a NBA basketball team, why would you want to put Danny DeVito's and Don Knotts out there on the court when you can do Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, and you can produce as many of those as you want to? Go with the superstars. Go with the proven trees. So over here, I'll show you, we have some native seedlings in the field. And in this particular field, we've got about 1,200 on 4 rows, and they're planted about 6 inches apart. Now, you might say, why would anyone plant trees 6 inches apart? Because this is not going to be their home. I'm going to grow them off for a year and hopefully double them in size, and then dig them up next winter, put them in pots, bring them into the greenhouse, bring them out of dormancy, and graft Red Champ, a Maxine, Double G, or some other super tree onto that seedling. It's probably, you're looking at 2 to 3 years before it's going to produce fruit, but that's better than 7 years. A lot of them will produce fruit the next year, but it's going to be about 3 to 4 years before you're going to be getting enough to make jelly. But you know what you have, and you're going to go with that. And like I say, put a superstar in your orchard, not a piece of junk. You can do this at home. This is a mayhaw from a friend of mine. I grafted it about 4 weeks ago. I've heard about this tree and finally got around to go get some cuttings. I've got about 12 of them grafted. I don't know if you can see in the greenhouse, I've got some grafted on 5-year-old stock. Some of that stuff is 6 feet tall. So that will produce fruit next year. It'll grow out and produce fruit next year. I can't wait to see what kind of fruit, how good this tree is. But my friends have all been raving about it. The whole family loves it, so I'm gonna give them some, and I'll keep a couple for me. And you can do the same. If you have a great tree, out of however many, one good tree, you can get cuttings off it in the winter and graft at this time. Today is March 30th. Everything's greened up. You can graft outside right now. We graft inside the greenhouse in January. All of these trees have been grafted about 9 weeks. You can see the kind of growth. We got some that are 8, 9 feet tall. But you can still, I graft a lot at the end of March, 1st of April, and you can grow it throughout the summer and put it out this winter and get it going. Now I'm going to show you what you would need to graft. You don't need all of this. This is a grafting knife from Victorinox. I think it costs $5. Probably costs $8 or $9 now, but when I got it, it was like $5. You don't need a $40 or $50 grafting knife. That's all you need. Need a good pair of scissors. It's good to have some little nippers like that. These work good. These were like $8. This is a little bit more expensive. It's a good side-by-side pruning tool. You need that. This is what I've had this for close to 20 years. This particular grafting tool was like 425 bucks. And it's paid for itself, but it was hard for me to buy that. Now, in the last 2 or 3 years, they've got something out. It's not as well made. It works just as well. The blades are the same, and this was like under 45 bucks with tax. So you can get these all day long. You can find those online. I'm not sure where that, but you can just type in grafting tool. Rubber banding strips. These are 3/8 inch wide by 8 inches long. They work really well on your bigger grafts. These are 1/8 inch by 5 inch long. They're good for small stock, and you'll wrap that around the union you make. We use parafilm elm. You just do it like so, separate the paper from it. It stretches like this. You wrap it around your graft. I get it in a this is the box parafilm. I get it in a 4 inch by 125 foot roll, and you just come out here before you get ready to graft and cut you some 1 inch strips. And if you want to cut 25 and take a break after an hour, then or if you just want to do a few, you can get a smaller roll. But look up parafilm elm on online. It works great. But that's it. In the next video we have, we'll actually graft some trees. I'll show you. Now this is our sign wood. I'll show you what we have right now. These are Red Champ cuttings. They're taken. This was taken December 30th, 2021. You see I have a T on that. That tells me, because I don't want to mess up, tells me which side is the top. This one's kind of wet. Usually it doesn't have to be that wet. You just want to dampen the paper towel. Put it in a Ziploc bag. Put it in your crisper in the refrigerator. And see, I have a T, and it tells me I got 30 small machine size. Now these they're starting to bud out already. They've been 3 months today since they were cut. And I've got these I can use with a machine. These would be used for cleft grafting. They're a little smaller, some of these. So some of these I can use with a machine, but most of them I would use just using a knife to do it. But anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you. The mayhaws, everyone says, what are you grafting it onto? I'm grafting onto the same thing. Mayhaws are individuals, just like people are individuals. They have different characteristics. You want a mayhaw that is going to bloom later. It's going to be disease resistant. It's going to have big fruit. It's going to produce heavily every year, and it's going to hold on the tree until it gets ripe. That's what you call shatter resistance. A lot of trees will drop their fruit when the wind blows. You know, here in Louisiana, wind and rain and hail, we might get it. Well, this will hold. These trees will hold their fruit, and that's what you want to graft. A good mayhaw that has qualities that's going to go into good fruit, which will make good juice, which will, of course, make good jelly or whatever product you're using it for. So until next time, this is Johnny Smith, the Mayhaw Man. Thanks. We'll talk with you later.